In this part 3 of the assignment, what we'll do is look into a couple tools that can help us identify if there is any indicators of compromise. Linus is an auditing tool that looks into the current configuration and tries to identify recommendations for improving that configuration. And then rkhunter is an active threat hunter. It is helping us with the actual identification of backdoors, malware strings, different indicators that can give us a clue of what's happened on the system and whether or not it was compromised. rkhunter is just a proof of concept. It's a tool that's hasn't been updated for some time now, but again, we're focusing on the foundation and the concept rather than the actual tool. We're helping you getting hopefully more acquainted with Linux command line interface as opposed to the graphical user interface. To get things started, we'll be working with Metasploitable Linux target, and what we need to do is sign in and change the working directory to home MSF admin. Now, we previously elevated our privileges with the sudo-i, so that's why we're using root here. Once we type in sudo space -i, we hit enter, we ask for the MSF admin password, which is MSF admin. So once we do that, we change the working directory to, where is it here? We just did cd home MSF admin, press enter, we're going to end up in this space. And then in here, you should be able to see the Linus and rkhunter. So let's go through and start with rkhunter. First thing we need to do is we need to unarchive the tar gun zip. And what we need to do for that is use the tar command, zxvf. So we're going to extract the archive, we're going to force it to make a change, and we need to tell what we're going to extract. And I type in rk and then press tab or complete it. So now, if you notice, there's a directory with rkhunter-142 in blue color, which is the extracted file. Alright, so we need to enter that the rkhunter directory, and now we're going to see the installer file. Change mode, we're going to do +X to execute, and we're going to do the installer. Okay, so from here, all we need to do is sudo installer sh, and we're going to execute the install command. Alright, so with this, the installation is complete. The next thing we need to do is run it. So to run it, we need to go into the files directory, and let's see, we're looking for rkhunter right there. It's in, I can't tell, green color perhaps. So we need to do sudo shy rkhunter. Now it gives us options. So from here, we need to tell what we want to do. Now we want to use the check option. It's kind of hard to see, but C is check, right there. So we're going to run the check option to check for any known malware. Check. And this will take some time. And once it's finished running, we're going to go into the varlog rkhunter log file and search for some indicators for any warnings. Anything with the word warning or found will give us an indicator that there are potentially some opportunities for improvement. It could be outdated software, it could be malware, stuff like that. check for different indicators, and it'll probably take some time. And unfortunately, I cannot pause the video. I don't have a pause button. So in iNet services, there's a warning there. X iNet services, some of these are used for buffer overflows and privilege escalation. Network ports open. So with this, let's see, you gotta hit enter. And it looks like the files are done. So possible rootkits, 2 of them. Suspected applications, 4 applications, checked 6. Files checked 138, suspect files 5. So let's look into the details. It tells us that the Verilog rkhunter, so if you look up top, gives me the location of the actual log file. With this in mind, I actually can use grep and look for warning and found, so that it's easier to kind of read through. Type, where's my cursor? Cat. So Verilog hunter. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for warning and for found. So we're looking for the capital E is an exact match, warning, or the pipe found. And then we're going to do more to see what they actually found there. IP command, found the passwd command, binpad pwd, yep. Warning, checking for prerequisites, warning, it is user's responsibility to ensure, add user, warning. So warning found enabled, iNet services. Found VSFTPD, found enabled. So VSFTPD has a known backdoor. Checking for port 1524. 1524, it's a rootkit backdoor. You see this right there, rootkit backdoor. Checking for port 667. It is, and it's telling me that it's being used by Unreal IRC-D, which is possible rogue IRC bot. Looking for more backdoor ports, warning found, passwd file, it's the passwd file, suspicious file types, hidden files and directory, udev, application is out of date, that's for SSH, PHP is out of date, ProFTPD warning is out of date. You know, a lot of these actually have publicly available exploits. This is the information that was given. So very helpful, and this is information we can use to actually address some of these. We see that there are 2 backdoors, a rootkit backdoor. Some of these other applications allow us a shell access. So remediating those is going to decrease the attack surface, and this is how a rootkit hunter can help us. Now let's go take a look into Linus. Now with Linus, root SSH allowed. Is SSH allowed here? Well, we removed that, so it shouldn't be. What we're going to be looking for as a proof of concept and demonstration is show me if there were any rootkits backdoors detected, and show me if there were any possible IRC bots detected, as well as is SSH root access allowed, and provide screenshots of the particular areas where you found that. So that is about this particular case with rkhunter. Let's look briefly into Linus. So we're into the Linus. What we need to do is unarchive Linus. So do the same thing, tar, and we need to do the zxbf, and we need to do Linus. It's going to run through. We see that Linus was extracted, so we need to go into the Linus folder. From here, it looks like Linus is executable. So let's go and audit system. We're going to do a pen test -v. So if you run Linus by itself, it's going to show you the different options for execution. You can find the system in the path list. Oh. And why is that? What's Linus? Path, please run which system as the user. So let me pause this video and figure out my error message here, and I'll create another video using Linus.